Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for Everybody Scream. My name is Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. We're in standard tuning for this song, and the introduction has just a handful of chords, and we're going to start off with B minor, which is a 2 on the A string, 4/4 on the D and G, 3 on the B, 2 on the high E. It's a bar chord, and we'll have our finger barring over fret 2 on the A string. Well, all the way down from the A string, should I say. So that's our first chord. We'll talk about strumming and structure afterwards, but the second chord that we need is an F sharp minor, which we just take that shape, move it all up a string, and get rid of that finger. So you've got 2 on the E, 4/4 on the A and D, and 2 on the rest. F sharp minor. The next chord is an E minor chord, which is an open E string, 2/2 on the A and D string, 0 on the rest. And then the only other chord that we need for the introduction is a D major chord. And that is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 2 on the high E. So let's get into how we actually play those chords and the order of them. So the introduction, which we're actually going to see this throughout other parts of the song as well, so it's well worth getting used to this part. We chug away on the B minor like this. So dun da dun da 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 da. Down and up all the way through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you'll do that twice for the B minor. After you've done that, we'll do the same for the F sharp minor. Then 2 times round for E minor. 1 time round for B minor. And then this is the awkward part. You've got to go to the F sharp minor and then a quick change to D major. So I'm going to play through all of that round once so you can see how it all fits together. Now there is a trick you can use. If you're not as confident with bar chords, there's a way that you can make the movement between chords a little bit easier. And that is from the F sharp minor to E minor. A lot of people play E minor with those 2 fingers. I like to play E minor with those 2 fingers, but what I think you should do for this song, after that F sharp minor, you've got those 2 fingers together. If you watch this, I slide my hand along. If I do that, there's E minor. So you can get from F sharp minor to E minor, nice and easy. But then you have to go back to B minor, keep those fingers together. There's the B minor. It still requires effort, but it makes life a bit easier, and it means your fingers aren't moving around and you're having dancing fingers trying to figure out where to put your hands. So yeah, keep those 2 fingers together for F sharp to E minor and B minor. Really, really makes a difference. So the introduction is played through once, and the good news is we play the same chords again when Florence starts singing 2 more times round for the first verse. So just basically play it 3 times round, once without any vocals, 2 times with. We then get to the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus, probably the best part of the song, is going to sound amazing live. We have to go between a few chords, and we go from B minor up to D major first. And it is worth mentioning that if you want the chord chart for this, which has the full structure with all of the chords for all the different parts, as well as another sheet of the chords and lyrics matched up, let's say you're singing or playing along, and you need to know which chord goes with which lyric, heading over to Patreon. I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but well over 600 plus songs of all the latest releases, including Florence's collaboration with Taylor Swift as well. You can get that. So anyway, digging in with that pre-chorus, we have... So we're going from B minor to D 3 times round. So chords we've already seen before. And then on the last time round, B to F sharp minor. And then that's going to link us neatly into the chorus. So speaking of which, the chorus starts off with G major, which is a brand new chord for us, and that is 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0 on the D, G and B, and a 3 on the high E. You can play 3 on the B string. That is just a different voicing of the same chord. Whichever works for you is the one you're going to go for. They're both just, yeah, 2 different voicings, same chord. Very little difference. So, we start with G. We then have another new chord. So yeah, it might be worth checking out that link to everything on Patreon. So it's all on a sheet for you, and it saves you from trying to have to memorise the whole thing. However, A major is an open A string. 2, 2, 2 on the D, G and B strings, and a 0 on the E. So we go from G to A. We then have B minor and F sharp minor. So that's your first time round. G to A, B minor to F sharp minor. The next part round of the chorus, because there's more to do, we have G, and then A major a second time, a third time. So yeah, 3 chords of A at the end. Let me demonstrate the full chorus without me talking over the top of it, so you can see how it all fits together. And that is the full chorus. We then have a post-chorus, and just looking over to my notes, which is what's available on Patreon, it is literally chord for chord the same as the verse. The B minor to the F sharp minor, E minor, B minor, then a quick change of F sharp minor to D. All in one go. So that's why I said at the start of the video that it's well worth getting used to those initial chords, because they're coming back and back and back. In fact, looking after that post-chorus, which you play once, there's a second verse. Only play it once, but it's the same chords yet again. We then have our pre-chorus again, where it's that B minor. B minor to D 3 times, then B minor to F sharp minor. So we've got lots of kind of copying and pasting going on with these sections. In fact, again, looking over to the sheets, everything else is just the same. We have a chorus, which is the same as the first chorus. We have a post-chorus, same as the verse and all the other post-choruses. Then there's a small outro, which is just the verse chords yet again. So basically, there's 2 main parts to this song, and as long as you know which one to play and when in all the sections of it, then this song is pretty straightforward. So there you go, that's everything you need to get through this song. If you found it useful, please do like and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. I've just recently hit 7,000 subscribers, yeah, onwards to 8,000. But yes, thank you very much for watching. In fact, I want to say a quick thank you to the people on the screen floating by. Those guys are my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they'll get access to that content that I mentioned earlier in the video straight away. So thanks to them for their support. Thanks to you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.